Let me see. I'm gonna go to my different camera, so we'll switch this. Let's go this way. Okay, so I got to go back to this. At least I should be able to see chat now. But we're just out here at the field. I flew this here, and yeah, those are the planes I flew. I'm not going to leave this chat up in the stream, but I just felt I needed to come on here and do something. Just to chat with you guys out here at the field. I was going to mount this on a tripod and try flying live, but it just wouldn't work. We'll let this run for a while and see if anybody gets in. So I got the sailing video up. I kind of hated putting it up because, man, videos were getting seen, and I know this will kill the logarithm for whatever it's worth. And I'm just out here sweating that. I'm just so nervous. I'm just kidding. The sun's gone away, and it's just borderline on chilly out here now. And yeah, I don't know, man. It's just what it is. It is. It is. Let me see if I can get this off the screen here. I got something there. There we go. Oops. Nope. Close. That comes up. We'll see if anybody comes. Somebody's here. Somebody type something in the chat, man. Welcome to the show. I'm just out here. I just got through flying. I'm just sitting here relaxing. Hey, Frank, how you doing, man? It was a little chilly when I got here. It was like 50. It was 52. I took the dogs for a walk all the way over there. Just woke up. Man, I've been up since I got up at about 5 o'clock this morning, man. You feeling good, Frank? Doing well? Yeah, I'm glad. Yeah, hey Michael, right, so how you doing, sir? Yeah, I'm just out at the field, man. Just decided I figured I'd throw up a quick live stream and just chat to people and stuff. It's not I don't even know what it is. I'm just using YouTube live. I couldn't get signed into my I should have I should have took longer and signed into my StreamYard, but it had me in there, but it didn't have me in my account. So I was like crap, man. But yeah, I'm just sitting here in the chair, kind of out of the wind. Got the car blocking the wind and everything. But it's all right. It's just coming up. Just wanted to say hi. I hadn't talked to people in a while. And like when I do my live streams, man, I'm so busy trying to get to everybody's videos and give them a fair shake. I just don't chat. But man, flew the Clipwing Cub today in the wind, man. It was pretty good, man. All right. Oh, you got the Dynam Tucano. I was thinking of getting that, man. That plane looked interesting to me. I'll be glad to see your videos, Frank. I need to come down there, man, some Saturday and fly with you guys. Need to do it, man. But like the dogs are just kind of napping. They just, like I said, man, they're anxious because they know I'm kind of quitting, so they want to get the show on the road here, get going home. But man, the old Clipwing Cub, man, she flew great. Oops, that's not what I wanted. It's not working. Oh, I was trying to zoom. That's funny. Yeah, I'm sure, man. I'm sure it's a nice plane, man. Heck, Dynam, especially the newer Dynam planes and stuff. I haven't had too many of the new version twos, but I had the old version one Corsair that I loved a lot. The only thing was, man, when you got ready to land, you might have to do your landing gear 4 or 5 times before you got both of them down. But yeah, so yeah, yeah, because I don't know if we're going to fly today. The guys, it was too cold for some, and others had doctor's appointments today, and so they couldn't come out today. It was too cold for them. They don't when it's 50. I'll come out when it's 53 degrees, or like if it's 45 and no wind at all. I'll be out here. I'll fly. But I didn't fly yesterday. Yesterday might have been a better wind day to have flown, but tomorrow's supposed to be perfect, and I think the guys are going to fly tomorrow. But I just grabbed those 3 planes, the X-Fly, was it, I don't know, 40, 30 meter 20 F-22, and the ground is soft, so drove a lot on the field before I started flying and stuff, and yeah, I, don't know, I had good flights, man. It's my Cub. I need to do the landing gear, but I'm not going to do it till I build the Spad Sport Bristol Sunday Flyer. I worked on it yesterday. I worked on the wings where they join together. I haven't got them joined together yet. I still got a little bit of sanding I want to do there. I want to get them perfect, get them joined together, and then start shaping the wings while I'm waiting for. I need some control rods and stuff. Yeah, yeah. It's one thing, man. One thing I noticed that's like when the ESC burned up in my T28. I think it's because I was flying it slow. It was a 90, 95, 90 some, close to 95 or a little better in 90% humid day. And I like flying that thing at about half throttle. And I flew it for like 12 minutes on half throttle. I landed and I put a new battery in it. And I felt the ESC and I thought it didn't feel hot. But, I was up in that flight, the next flight for like 5 minutes, and the ESC just started smoking. It started smoking. Didn't really burn, but it melted, and then it came almost straight down into the turf. I miss my Carbon Z T28, but not enough to pay $1,000 for one now. Yeah. Oh my Sig Clipwing Cub looks horrible. It looks horrible compared to how these other guys build it, but it flies. Oh yeah, putting the taking that tray out and putting I just put a piece of credit card on the bottom of the battery tray and slap some Velcro on it, and that way you can get the battery back. Because like on that plane, I noticed on that war the Mustang, the E-flite Mustang, man, if it's tipping over when you're taxiing and you're nose heavy, and so I just put the battery back. I got it back pretty far. I got it marked in my tray where to put the four cell 2200s that I fly in it. But I flew the 1.2 meter T28. I used my 4-cell 2700 battery, and I had it was just a tick nose heavy. But I got a good landing. It's been gusty out here, man. It's just we don't have steady winds. Like we might have about a steady 5 mile an hour, 4 mile an hour wind right now, and you get gust. And I don't know. This is about there's a gust coming through, but like what I see right there on that pole is different than what it's doing on the pole just 100 feet away. And then you go, because each of these poles are 100 feet apart. So we have a 500-foot runway, but we only use 200 feet of it. That's what I use anyway. And since I'm the only one that drives on the runway, so that's what I've been concentrating on when the ground is soft. So I was going to bring out a 70 millimeter jet and fly it, but I just haven't done it. No reason not to. It's just been, I don't know. We've had a few perfect days out here, but I was sick. I don't have the J3 Cub. My Clipwing Cub's a Sig. That's a Sig kit that I built there. Yep. I guess I can get up off my butt and we can go look at it. I think we'll do that. The dog. Mm. Hey, Michelle, how you doing, man? But so it's just been I don't know. Like I said, man. What's today? Today is Wednesday. Monday, I spent going through all my boxes. I have like 3 boxes of balsa parts, and I had parts for the. I thought I had control rods. I thought it came with control rods, but it didn't. So, and I've got the control rods that'll go all the way down there. Hey, Bob, how you doing, man? Yeah, Lucy, man, they're all sitting here. When I started talking, when I started saying hi to guys, they thought somebody had driven up here, and they were going nuts, man. They're waiting. They miss the guys. They start looking for the guy. When I come up here, sometimes sometimes Earl or Rodney will be here first. Yeah, I tell you, it's night and day, man. Because I had that when I was using the battery tray. I had that battery as far into the compartment that I could get it, and I still didn't get the ESC that I like on it. Hey, Paul, how you doing, man? just got through flying, just sitting here, just sitting here chilling with the dogs. But yeah, I'm really working on that SPAD Sport. Like I said, man, I've got the wings almost ready to glow. Uh, and ready to glue epoxy them together. I'm just going to keep sanding them until I get the fit just how I want it. Hey, Mountain, how you doing? I'm going to try. Yeah, I saw the video, Frank. I just haven't had a chance to watch it this morning. This morning, while I was charging batteries, I was editing a video, and the dogs, man. When I started charging batteries, it's like when I'm sitting there at my little desk, they'll come up there and they'll just stick their, because my right hand, I got the mouse on it. They'll stick their hand between the desk or their head between the desk and my hand and raise up so the mouse comes off the pad. And it's like as soon as I get Tuco out of the way, Lucy will come up and do it too, because they know when I start getting ready to fly, they get excited, man. I had to practically drag them out. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's just like I don't know. I guess I got man. I had the flu real bad there, and then the last time I was out here flying with the guys, man, I had some kind of little 24-hour or something or other, and it was still kind of bothering me. Yeah, I think we're gonna get some rain too. We're supposed to get rain this weekend. We could use it. But when I sailed there, what was it, last Friday when I went sailing, it was good. Nah, Frank, I like my Laser, man. That Laser is a pretty big sailboat. It's pretty big. It's I love the way that thing sails, man. It'll get up on plane and just scoot across the pond. I've got the B sail, and I'd like to get the A sail, but to get the A sail and the sail bag and everything, I'm looking at a little over $300, and I don't have $300 in my RC funds by any stretch or means here. Since I bought the Cletus Cub and then I bought the GB, so I'm being good. I'd like to have some more 3200 foresails because that's what I fly in the Clipwing Cub, and that's what I fly in the. We got the money. Don't give me that. It's just that. I try to put myself on a budget, and I stick to it. No, that's not saying if they release something cool, like another World War I Axis Warbird or something like that, I'll go in the hole for that. But I'm already in the hole. And we got Perry coming up here. I got to decide what I want to get rid of at Perry. It's going to be tough because everything I got in the hangar now, I really, 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 really like flying. And they all fly well and stuff, but I don't know. We'll see. I was almost thinking of getting rid of the T28, the 1.2, because it's in like new shape still. That's my problem, man. I booger them up in the hauler because I got Bigfoot laying there, Tuco. Lucy doesn't bother planes too much, but Bigfoot, he'll get back there and get excited, and he'll kind of ramp into them. I'm thinking of getting like a divider for the back of the van, something like that. I think I can probably keep them off the planes with just like one of those expanding shower curtain rods going across there. I think that'll work. Hey, Jerry, how you doing, man? Just sitting here out at the field. Just relaxing after flying and stuff. It was a good day. A good day of flying morning. Didn't fly all that much, but I enjoyed it. Had nice flights. The Clipwing Cub, man, it was like a gust. Just as I was taking off, and if I have a steady wind and I can take off into the wind, that thing will come up off the ground just with a steady forward pressure. It'll pop off the ground in no time. But it hit a gust of wind, and that thing just popped up and churned. Yeah, man, you got to go to Perry, man. It's like the Friday is the day. The first day is the day. I don't know if it's on Saturdays now. I think Saturdays is the first day, but that's a day, man. You want to get there. It's like they start letting people in around 10. Hey, Bill, and that's when you want to get there. I usually have my stuff sold by 10 because I price everything so damn cheap. Sometimes they'll buy them from me as I'm rolling them into the building. and then they turn around and sell them for more. But I don't care, you know. But I really don't have any planes I want to get rid of. That's the problem. That's going to make it hard. Yeah, snow skis. I thought we had snow. Yeah, we had snow on the ground Monday. We had about an inch on the ground, man. Lucy was out nuts running around in it. Tuco not so much. He was running around in it, but he didn't go crazy like he did as a pup. And now he's wrapped around my chair. But they've been good, man. We walked out there. They were in hunt mode the whole walk around the field. I usually go out from the van here, go to the right, and then walk down. There's a crest of the hill right down there by where the woods are, and it rolls downhill to the woods. We walk down there, and I let them run up there. Now, Paul, I don't have any I want to sell right now. I'll be honest with you. That's just the trouble, man. It's gonna be hard. If I get rid of any, I was thinking maybe taking the Pawnee, the yellow E-flite Pawnee, but that plane just flies so well. I don't really want to get rid of it. And if I do, I got to give Jeremy a grabs for it, because at the model box, because he tried buying it that year at Perry, but the guy was wanting like, I don't know, 2 something for it. And I got it for 1 something. But it hadn't been molested. I don't think it had ever been flown, and stuff. Now, I know it didn't, because I think I had to put servos in it and everything. And, but, yeah, I like my clip wing, though, man. She flew great today. That G-Force motor, 46 four-cell motor that I picked up from Value Hobby, that thing's a beast, man. It's a nice motor. It's heavy, it's big, but I was able to take some of the weight out. And now I'm flying my 3200 back. It's back there by where the landing gears go straight into the plane. And I gotta get that landing gear out. That landing gear sucks that's on there, and I can make a good one. Yeah, but some of these guys, man, they'll have a price. They'll have the new price on a plane. It's been all beat up and stuff, and it's all scarred up. And a lot of them did the Minwax stuff to it. And it's, like Minwax is fine, but if you wrinkle it at all, the way it looks, it doesn't allow the foam to expand back, and it looks bad. Yeah, that's a nice looking plane, man. That Hobby King PBY Catalina. Hey, doing, man? I miss getting your videos, buddy. But thanks for stopping by. Yeah, I just figured to go. I've been going to do this, every time I'm out here, and I'm sitting out here today, and it's turned out to be a pretty nice day. It's not 60 yet. But I tell you what, a lot of those prices, I figured this out in all the years I've been going to Perry probably maybe 8 years, 10 years. But it seems like you got people that price planes to sell, and then you got people that put prices on their planes to where nobody will buy them. And I think it's so they can tell their wife, well, hey, hon, I tried to sell 8 planes at Perry, but just nobody was buying them, So I think that that's what they do. Yeah, it's 50s here. But the sun's out now, so if the sun stays out, we're supposed to see 60. But like I said, man, it was 50 degrees when I left home, and it was about 53 when I shut the motor off. And I'm just wearing my light blue sweatshirt again. I got my heavy sweatshirt in there, but I don't need it. I mean, I'm not hot, and I'm cool is all, so it's going pretty well. Yes, Tuco. Yes. See, that's what he likes to do. He does that right there. He'll come up. He'll push his head in there, and I've got to get up here. So let me see if I can do the old man noise getting out of this chair. This chair is too hard for me to get out of. No, I'm just kidding. I hate this chair. It's too freaking big. There we go. Got it off. Lucy's. That's the problem, man. They're leads. It's like when I'm standing back there working on stuff in the back of the car, they'll sit there. Yes, I'm coming back here. I know you guys want to go do your walk. I'm just going to go out here and look at the plane. There it is, man. She's like I said, man, you can see the turtle deck in the back has got a bow in it and stuff. And I tell you what, I built that. I didn't add a lot of weight to it when I was building it, but I reinforced things that I thought was going to be important, like where the landing gear are, and then I made the wing a little bit sturdier, which I'm glad, because as many times as that thing is cartwheeled in, and then I've got to watch my tail wheel. My tail wheel is kind of shaky bakey on this, so I got to constantly check that, make sure it's not loose. But I don't know. I think it looks nice. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like if one of my buddies wants a plane, oh, that's what they're looking at. I don't know if you can't see the horses. They were back there moving around because the dogs were staring off that way, and I'm not sure. But now the wind's kind of coming from right down the runway. It's blowing. It was blowing. I had my Animeter out. This feels like about 7. But yeah, I like the van. We traded the Durango in for this Chrysler Pacifica. And man, I tell you what, this you can put some planes in here. I got that there because that's the stuff I used to have under the seat. So I put that box in there and put that rug on it so they can stand up and look out the window and stuff. But I could put all my planes in here. They all fit fine. But yeah, half, yeah. That's what, I don't know. It depends, man. You know, like I don't know. Some planes, if it's a nice plane and I like flying it, I'll put a decent price on it. But most of the time, man, my prices are like right around, I don't know, $100, 140, 160, 180. You know. Yeah, any day would be a good day for the Crescendo. There's my little dog thing that I put the water in there, a little tray, because Tuco likes it up in the air. I used to use a 5-gallon bucket with a hole in the bottom, but that works just as well and stuff. Sometimes, man, they'll drink 2 liters of water, and sometimes they spill it. Like if a car comes down the road there, by the trees there, by our sign, you know, they bark, they go crazy. But the tan little building over there, it's a tent. That's where we keep our mower, and then we got that little steel building there. So that's that porta potty. We got that porta potty for a fly-in probably 4 years ago, and they haven't ever got it or taken it. You know, they were supposed to do a deal where they come out, you know, like every 3 months and clean it, but they, you know, so we just keep adding water to it. Only use it so it's kind of composting. It's not bad. Just got to kill the spiders in it every once in a while. Spray for spiders. But it's good if you got to, you know, if you got to go, you got to go. So you don't have to drive. You know, the nearest gas station is like 15 minutes away. But yeah, the guys put all these poles in here. Like the yellow pole is supposed to be where you park, and there's, you know, we got 500 feet. These poles are 100 feet apart. And the orange pole marks the pits. And then the black and white poles mark the flight line. It works. I mean, it's good. It works fine. But, yeah. Charlie put them in the ground, man. And he's got a little cement. He got a bigger piece of PVC pipe in there. And, it's cement, so it goes down into a cement sleeve, and it's the perfect diameter for patio umbrellas. That's why when it's hot out, I pull, you know, like during the summer, I pull up even, so the back door is even with this one right here. In fact, this one here, you can see the, and I just put the beach umbrella in there, and it holds it up. Yeah, I mean, it depends. Yeah, some of them are, but you know, I'm not gonna give somebody retail for a used plane. That's why a lot of times, man, like I really wanted that SE5 that E-flite released, that little SE5 that I've gotten love to fly. But people, I'd see those at Perry, but they wanted like $280, $300 for them. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. Here with AJ, yeah. AJ flies at the park. He flies mostly at Eastgate Park now. He's no longer, he's not a member, but he's always welcome out here. But I like this field. I mean, it's the field is not all that great, Especially I'm going to walk out here on the runway, but the dogs are probably going to start barking. But I mean, if you're flying bush planes and like if you can drive, like I need to mow these ridges off of it, but I haven't done it. Yeah, Eastgate Park. Yep, that's where he flies. I fly there too. I flew there last week. I flew, and then Monday I went in and signed in. But the runway's not. It's just not. Like for a 90 millimeter EDF jet, it just will bounce. It'll just bounce. It'll go boom, 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 boom. And then it'll hit a bump and go up and crash. So most 70 millimeters will take off of this. The grain of the grass runs this way. So if the winds are coming out like the winds today, you could get something up. This way you're going against the grain and kind of uphill, and because the water runs down, so these ridges they're a little higher on going uphill. But and then there's the guy that owns the land down there. That's his house. Yeah, we used to have our building, right over there, on this side of the field there. But he didn't want to look out this window and see him, so we moved him over there, which is not a big deal. But we were going to put up, like carports and stuff so we could have shade. But yeah, we've got like 8x10s and 12x10s pop-ups, but most of the guys are finally listening to me after I've been using patio umbrellas. Oh, good gosh, ever since I started flying out here. And before, because I had a 5-gallon bucket full of cement and I could put one in. Hey, Victor. That's where I put the flight stuff. And Lucy likes sitting up in the van, so that's why I got that door open. And she'll come up here and lay. She usually will lay right. Sometimes she'll put her head right on the radio case there. And I gotta watch her because she'll get in my flight bag and chew up stuff. She likes to chew on my sunglass bag that my glasses go into, and it really irks me, when I catch her doing that. But it's not too often. She likes to eat roots and stuff. She'll dig up roots and stuff because that's what she lived off of. Because when she came to our house, she wasn't skinny because she had been eating off of bugs and lizards and things like that. Yep. Yeah, I traded. I had my Flightline or FlightWorks Red Bull Stearman that I got from Tower Hobby way back. Gosh, probably 14 years ago. And that thing was, hanger rash, but it's still a great flyer. And I kind of, hey, how you doing there? Oh gosh, man. Not Tim, not Todd. I'm sorry, I can't remember your name. Mr. Tool, I know who you are. Good grief, it's killing me. But so Adam kind of thought he would like to have that. So I told him, well, I'll just give it to you, and he gave me a few planes in a trade. It wasn't necessary. I would have given it to Adam. I miss it though. It flew great. I like the way it looks. Has a chrome prop. It's been dipped in some kind of plastic chrome. You're never going to get another one if something goes wrong with it. I'll quit spinning around. Yeah, they're watching the horses. I didn't see them. Well, of course, they probably fed them before we got here because I didn't get here till, oh, it's probably 11. Yeah. Yeah, Frank, I came down and flew. I used to stop at your field a couple times because we flew at the park. And to be honest with you, there were some people at your, hey Ricky, how you doing, man? There were some people at your field that weren't very friendly to outsiders. I'll tell you that right now. Yeah, because I used to go down there every once in a while and just to talk to them and stuff. And I don't know, but after Michael, I was there. I joined the club probably, oh, good grief, man, right after Michael, as soon as they were getting back there on the field. They just finished rebuilding and repairing your pot, like your overhead covering there, where you got your fridge and your fans and everything. They just finished rebuilding that, and that's when I came back. I joined, and then I flew there for a year. Then they got this field, and I don't know. Like I said, it wasn't our club; it was the other club. There was two clubs on the stage fields that got kicked off, and I'm with the other club. But they're good guys. I got no problems with that. But my guys, I tried to get them to come out to Eastgate Park and fly, but they never would want to do it. Because I've been flying out there at Eastgate Park since a little after '09 when I first started flying. Because we had a dog and we used to take her out there to the dog park, and I started going like, my God, that's a perfect place to fly out there in that big open field there by the archery range. And so I flew out there, and the guys that were running it, they would come out and talk to me and stuff, and there was never no problem. And then AJ and them went to the city council and tried to make it official, and they made it official. And I told them that I said I could do it. Yeah, they're good. The people you got out there now, I never had any problems with anybody that was out there because I flew in the morning with Fred. Oh gosh, man, I can't remember the guys' names, man. The regular morning crew that's out there flying, because they kind of told me that I think his name is Fred, the gentleman that used to be, he's a retired Air Force guy. I mean, that's the only thing that's wrong with him and stuff, but he said that we mainly fly electrics in the morning, and then the big guys come out, around noon. But man, those guys out there at the Miracle Strip, they lost everything, everything. They had all kinds of trailers like they do now out there. Those trailers were gone. Michael just wiped them out, man. In the town coming into it there, good grief, man. There wasn't a home with a roof on it. Yeah, Michael just really, we lost our field. We had a field just north of out there West Bay off 79 there, the dump, the Bay County dump. We had a field out there where we could fly, and it was great. It was like an old lumber mill, and they probably had, I don't know, maybe 10 acres of concrete out there, cement, and we had a pretty nice place to fly. Yep, that's good though. Yeah, when I went out there to the fly-in when I came to your fly-in there, I don't know if it was in the summer, when it was, I sit there and talked to all the guys and stuff. Same guys are out there flying. That one guy, he makes all kinds of foam planes and stuff. He's still making foam planes and flying them. But that's what the guys here, they make foam board planes. Earl, we call him the professor or the mad doctor, and it's just good. It's a good group of people. I enjoy it. The only thing I didn't like out there is I couldn't bring a dog. And of course, I never asked them. It was one of the rules. So I couldn't bring a dog. And that was the only bad thing. Yeah, banner at the beach. I tell you, I've flown off the beach. Like usually it's in the winter this time of the year. It's like I don't care where I go down there to try to fly off the beach. It's like the next thing I know, there's 40, 50 people around watching me fly. It's just, I don't know. It made me nervous. It's like I was flying. They were building one of the high-rise hotels there, and it's like all the workers were hanging out watching me fly. I guess it was close to lunchtime or something when I was flying. But I just figured, there's not gonna be anybody out here. Now the wind's picked back up. Probably blowing 8 to 10. This is what I've got for a wind gauge or wind anemometer. And it works really well. It's a bit meter, and it's a 360, so that you can take it. You don't have to hold it into the wind. Because I had a real nice one of these. Yeah, that'll work too, man. Yeah, the guys out here, it's like after they fly, they'll have a cigar. But and it gives you this stuff here. But this is cheap. The one I had was over $100 that I bought probably, good grief, man. I don't know, 95. It still works, man. Hey, Mike Bird, how you doing, sir? This works well, though, man, because you don't have to hold it into the wind. It gives you the average and stuff. And of course, it's accurate. It's accurate. It's like right now, I've had a max of 7.7. Average is 5.7. There we go, 7.7, 7.5, 8.3. Oh my God. It was blowing. I was getting an average of 8.5, and then I had winds stronger that were just over 10 when I was flying. But that's what I got, man. I picked this up on Amazon. It's a Bitmeter BTA 2876. And it works very well. Comes in this fancy carrying case. I just keep it right here in my flight bag, because sometimes I don't know. I hate when people do videos and they say, "Oh, it's blowing 30 miles an hour." I've flown. I got it on Amazon. It was cheap. It was like around $20. But they say, "Oh, I'm flying in 30-mile-an-hour winds." But man, when I used to fly at Toth, that's the only place in Alabama where we had steady winds. And I'd set that. I had a little tripod, and I put my anemometer just like that one up on top of the hauler, and it was showing my averages and stuff. And when it gets about 35, that's when it would blow off, man. That would just blow it right off the roof of the. Or in the 30s, it would just blow it right off the roof, like the roof of the van. It just blow it right off. But like you get around 27, that's when planes on the ground, they start tumbling away and stuff. 23, 25, right in there. It's not good. And it's like the fly. I'd put them on the lee side of the van or the hauler then, and then walk them out and set them down to fly. You'd have to run the prop to get them to stand there, so you could take your hand off it, and then take off and fly. But yeah, it's like here, we don't have steady winds. We don't have steady winds at all. It's just gusty. Same at the park. I don't know. We're kind of up on we're up on a high spot here. This field is 65 acres. It's like 65 acres around the tree line here. This field, and it's owned by two different people. Jay, he lives up there. He owns half of it. Not half, about a third of it and stuff. And he's real nice. Yeah, it's open, that's for sure, Mike. But Mike, we had people. I'm telling you, man, that tree line is probably, good grief, man, maybe a third of a mile over there, a quarter mile to a third of a mile over there, or better. We've had people put in the trees back there. All right, here comes. This is the little. This is one of the people that lives up. There's more. There's another house back there. She lives in the house you can't see, but you can see how excited they get. Tuco. I'm gonna wave at him. I always wave. Always be nice, man. Ah, Paul. I don't know. I don't know. I'm guessing China's probably interested in that. Maybe. I don't know. I have no idea, man. But, I mean, sometimes we can fly this way, but you get such rollers off those trees. I'd rather deal with the crosswinds. Because when the wind's out, this is southwest here. And when the wind's out of the southwest, it's the worst here. Because you get all kinds of gusts, or different channels of wind and stuff. And it's pretty nice though. And we're loose in the field here. I don't know coming up here. I don't know when. I don't know if we got it for 27 or if 26 is our last year. I'm just the club president. I don't know that kind of stuff. But in our dues, because we pay so much, we pay $1,200 a year for our. I think we got about 5 acres here, 6 acres. Well, it's 500-foot front, and then from the road to here. I don't mow it all. I stopped mowing just right here on those where you see those 3 poles right there. I just mow this half because I mean there's at the most 6, 7. I think we had 8 people here, and that's the most we've had in years. So it just doesn't pay to mow at all. It takes me, I don't know, maybe an hour and 20 minutes to mow the runway in this. There you go, Tuco. That's smart, buddy. You wrapped yourself up. Man, they've wrapped my legs up so bad sometimes I've had to sit down. That's why I start putting my plane stand out there in my chair, so I gotta go out there, because that's like I'll sit there getting battery in and doing stuff. And well, yeah, it was pretty neat. And Pilot Ryan's he did a live stream Friday after. It was late Friday. I just missed it because I fell asleep. But I watched the replay of it. But Dave's RC stopped in and said, hey. And people started, saying, we miss you, Dave, asking him questions. And he went away. But he came in there and said hi and everything. So that was good. Dave's RC, for those of you that don't know, he was somebody that he was like one of the first live streamers and stuff, and he would do big giveaways on the show where, like whatever anybody put in, and like where you I don't know, put the tip money in, and he would match it, and then have a draw. Everybody had a number, and you'd draw the numbers out of a hat and everything. And I kept telling him, you don't need to do that, Dave. Because that was expensive, like if he got, people gave 150, then you'd put in another 150, and you don't really get 150 from YouTube. YouTube takes like, you get like 40%, 35% and stuff. Yeah, because if anybody that's going to make money off YouTube, unless you got something good going on, it just ain't happening. And then you got some channels, man, that have grown over 100,000 fast, and it's because they've bought votes. There's a place where you can go on. I can't remember the name of it, but you can go on there and it shows you for free. You get to see like 5 months worth of subs. And, it's like if 1 week they get a. Yep, Paul. Yep. If they get like 50,000 subs, and something's up there. This is RC, man. This This isn't Cletus McFarland or those other big channels. And I won't do it. I won't buy it. I mean, no, I'm just not interested in that much. The only reason why I monetized my channel is because when it wasn't monetized, YouTube was still putting ads on my videos. So I figured I might as well get my 1,000th of a cent. It's like the live streams. They don't pay anything. I don't really want to talk about that, but you know, it's like out of 6 months of live streams, I think I got $3. So you figure that out. Yeah, exactly, exactly, Dave. Mike Bird, yeah, because he was doing it, and oh my gosh, I can't think of the other guy. There was one other guy that was doing it, even more or less before Ryan started doing it. He doesn't live stream anymore. He doesn't really. Sometimes he'll post videos and stuff, but he's in New York. But I don't know. I just figured I'd come on and just chat. I don't even know how long I've been on. It doesn't say. But these guys are getting anxious. I got to get home. I got to do some stuff. Not Farmer. He was on with his wife. His wife was Canadian. Yeah, but Farmer did. Yeah, Farmer used to do live streams too. I don't know. I mean, it's just like if I'm going to watch TV. Yeah, he was kind of strange and stuff. I mean, we're all strange. We fly toy planes. we spend a lot of money flying toy planes. We're all strange. That's why I like that young gentleman in Alaska that's flying. That out there, I got a video of him flying in the. Josh, yeah, there we go. Josh Weaver. Thank you, Josh. Yes. He pops in every once in a while in a video, but not very often and stuff. He's busy with his land and stuff. It's pretty good, man. Yep, Josh Weaving and his wife. I enjoyed his live stream. He did kind of like what I'm doing. You know, I kind of look back, you know, like on Wild World of Sports, because used to watch that all the time. So, I don't know. I try not to be crazy and stuff. Yeah, Stephen Denise, man. And then somebody that used to, oh man, I see him all about it RC. I think it's about it RC. I see that guy at Perry a lot. He's just not making videos anymore. He just lost interest in it. About it RC. That was it. Yeah. And I saw, yeah, you know, you see different people there. It's people doing live stream. You know, I just walk around with my camera and try not to be, you know, make it look like I'm doing a big production or stuff. And then people like that, you know, saying on my, you know, flying RC airplanes is not against the law or whatever I got. It's not a crime. Whatever it is I got on my shirt. Yeah, Frank, that's it, man. I enjoy editing. You know, I spent over an hour editing a Cletus video that wasn't very long and stuff. In fact, I wasn't going to even use the video, but the flight was good. It's just I think that was a day, I don't know. I just didn't fly very long, and I'm not sure why. Oh, yeah, Mike. Oh, yeah. This one, if she gets free, she'll go all the way down there. There's a fence in the back there. She'll go all the way to the fence, all the way over to here, and come around here. Tuco usually will come back when I call him or honk the horn. Lucy comes back when she's ready. But she doesn't chase cars or anything. But like one time she got loose in this field over here when the hay was tall. There was a fresh baby fawn there. And she started chasing that fawn, and I thought, oh my God. But thankfully, she was just playing with it like she plays with Tuco. You know, she was just pushing on it with her nose and stuff. And we ran over there, and Charlie ran over there too. And Charlie went up to the deer and pounded his chest. And I'll be darned if that that little doe didn't jump right into his chest. And then all of a sudden, a couple big does got up and took off running for the woods over there and stuff. And then I was able to get Lucy, and it was like, holy cow. And then Tuco, he looks around, he sees, there'll be pheasants out here. They'll see pheasants, or a big tortoise will come by real slow. Yeah, she just hopped in there and stuff. But tortoises, pheasants, deer is what we mostly see. I saw over there by the tree line, I saw 2 minks out there playing around in some tall grass. The dogs didn't see them though, which I was glad, because they'd have probably yanked me down the hill. But I walk them on these long leads. I got these long leads here. And Lucy's is a little shorter than Tuco's, so I'm holding Tuco's up and she's going But I don't know, it's a good place to fly out here. Like I said, we have fun. And we've had a fly-ins that we had some people here, but yeah, big tortoise. Yeah, there's up there by the corner where the sign, you see the sign just on the other side in the woods there. There's one about 1.5 foot in diameter. And it's just, like I said, man, he'll come across the field. And I've let Tuco loose when he was out here. And, and Tuco walks up to him barking at him, and he's tucks in his shell and stuff. And then I get Tuco, get him away. And then, he walks off. And they can move pretty fast when they want to, and they go run in there. And I'll see them sometimes over there when I go get the mower and stuff, I'll see them there. And it's pretty good. I mean, I hadn't seen any snakes out here. I'm sure they're here. We know they're here. It's like every time we get the mower out of the tent there, man, we're like leery of it. Big old cotton, not a cottonmouth, but what are they called? Not a rattlesnake. Rattlesnakes rattled. Copperhead. Yeah, big old copperhead under there and stuff. But yeah, it's just, it's timber and woods. Deer runs, a herd of deer will be out here. But that's about it, I guess. Thanks everybody for stopping by. Like I said, I just never did a simple little chat stuff. Yeah, you guys roll your own. Yeah, I don't do that. It's like, because I used to be in sailing. I had a 23.5 Hunter boat that I would sail on the Hudson River and fish out of, and I had a boat slip there. And the guys at the boat ramp there, or at the docks, where I kept it on the dock, and you had people there that were into the herb stuff, and they were friends. I was friends with them, and there was a captain from the New York Police Department that has a boat right across from the herbalist, and he would get mad if they were out there doing that. He goes, "Now, what am I supposed to say if somebody comes up here and you guys are doing that out in the open?" He'd get mad. But yeah, one of them, he was going to be like, yeah, on the Hudson there in the spring, man, the stripers run through there. That's what we fish for, was stripers, man. I caught some nice stripers off my sailboat. And the guys like fishing off the sailboat too, because it's comfortable. But yeah, it's like I said, well, man, when I got a security clearance. I'm in the Army. I can get tested anytime. He goes, well, when you retire, I'll roll you a size 50, because cigars. He goes, I'll roll you a size 50, 51, and I was like, yeah, I didn't, just kind of laugh. And I'll be darned if he didn't go when I came back and fished with him after I retired from the Army. I was like, no, man, that's okay. I don't really want him. That was funny though. Yeah, I missed. We had fun there at Gully's Marina is where we had our boats there. We had a good time in that marina. A lot of good people there and stuff. Had a good time. Oh, I love sailing on the Hudson, man. You got that current. You got the current to fight. Man, if you're out there and the wind dies, if I was in one of my small sailboats with no motor and the current died, and I needed to go against the current, it just about wore me out to get that boat back to where I could pick it up on the ramp. Especially down by West Point, because down there the current really moves because it's deep. It's like 100 foot deep off West Point. Yeah, I mean, I don't, those guys, they they're all worked. They were all union guys doing like construction stuff, steel workers and stuff like that. This fact, like one was an electrician, and he didn't want to drive the truck. He didn't want to be the truck driver because those guys would get tested. But yeah, there's some good pizza places there. But yeah, I don't miss how they taxed everything, man. But all right, guys, that's gonna be it. I gotta take the dogs for a walk so they can go to the bathroom, because Tuco will not go to the bathroom when he's right up here by the car. Lucy will. She's in her seat, man. She's ready to roll. I'm telling you, these guys know when I quit flying that it's time. That's where she sits when I drive, right there. She just sits in the seat. And a lot of times she'll be licking my ear. She sits in the seat, or she sits up on top of that box there, sleeps on it. Yep, it was good. I enjoyed doing this. I'm sorry it's all messed up. In my case, I got my passwords, but all right. So let's see, man. We got to figure out how we're going to end this. We got to push this one. Close it, plus. I don't want to start a poll. I don't want to copy the link. Oh, there we go. Big X. All right, guys. Well, thanks a lot. Just figured I'd come out here. It's pretty nice now. The wind's supposed to start dying down this afternoon, but it's still blowing. It is. It's not a bad wind. It's perfect. It is perfect. All right, man. Thanks a lot. You guys have a great day. Be safe. Stay safe and have fun. This is Jeff saying, woo, 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 woo. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, I want to end.